Okay, let's get to the last bit of this section where we're going to be writing the equations to these perpendicular lines. Now, we're going to attack these problems the exact same way we attacked them yesterday. But when you guys do this in the Big Ideas homework or on the quiz next week that we're going to be taking, you need to be very careful that you're reading what's going on in these problems. Yesterday we were talking about parallel lines. Well, parallel lines have the same slope. Okay, this was last section yesterday. Parallel lines have the same slope. Today we're talking about perpendicular lines. Take a look. Write the equation of a line that is perpendicular to the given line. It also says perpendicular here. You got to realize perpendicular lines' slopes are the negative reciprocal of each other, right? Slopes are the, and I'm going to abbreviate here, the negative reciprocal of each other. It's the one big change from yesterday, okay? You've got to be aware of that. So if you're writing the equation of a line, you remember yesterday, that's in slope-intercept form, where you need to plug in the slope and the y-intercept, okay? So once again, they gave us an x and a y our line goes through, and the line it's perpendicular to, okay? Let me just point out right here, the slope of this line is 1/6, okay? So what would the slope of the line perpendicular to it be? Okay, so I kind of led you on the way here. Now you just gotta ride the bike by yourself, right? See if you guys can come up with this equation here, right? Oh wow, really? Axe throwing, Bethany? Really? That's pretty funny. You guys thought all romantic and crap, huh? Oh, it's gonna have a picnic and watch the sunset. Oh man, Costco. I'll buy her a shirt. Oh, we got an equation. Okay. Check your work, guys. I got a y equals 6x plus a -2, perhaps. Any other ones, please drop them in the chat just to see where we're at. All right. Let me start working through this one a little bit. That's actually that far off, my Ronnie. Home Depot. She prefers Lowe's though. She prefers Lowe's. Yeah, but my dad goes to Home Depot. Her dad goes to Home Depot. We go to Lowe's. That's freaking hilarious. I got to go there too though. Check it out. Okay, starting with slope, okay? Perpendicular lines. Slopes are the negative reciprocal of each other. So again, if the slope of this line is 1/6, then the question is, what's the negative reciprocal of 1/6? Flip it and switch the sign, right? Flip it and switch the sign. That's a -6/1, which is -6, okay? Remember, you switch the signs. If you started with a positive slope, the negative reciprocal is going to be negative, right? Okay, so we have our slope, but now we need the y-intercept, which if you remember from yesterday, we find by plugging in the y our line goes through there, the x our y goes through there, or our line goes through there, and the slope of our line to figure out b. Let's do that. The y, -2, equal to the slope, -6 in this case, times the x, our line goes through 1, plus b. Okay, I'm getting a few different answers here. It's going to be -2 equal to -6 plus b. We got to add the 6, right? Yeah, the y-intercept is 4. Yeah, we're going to have to practice this just a little bit here, right? So slope's -6, y-intercept's 4. Let's write our equation. Y is equal to -6x plus 4. This is ultimately our final answer here. This is the equation of a line perpendicular to this one passing through this point. Let's try it again, yeah? Let's try it again. Okay. All right, so this one, again, equation of a line. Okay, find the slope and the y-intercept. Let me get you set up here. Let me highlight, again, paying close attention. We're dealing with perpendicular lines, and their slopes are the negative reciprocal of each other. Ooh. Okay, see the slope here? I'll let you try it. Oh, you're right, Carolyn. If you missed any of the slides, I'm going to post them at the end of class here, all right? Anybody getting any y-intercepts, slopes? Okay, Mia's got an equation. Is that a -2x or a positive? I think it's a negative. Y equals -2x plus 1, okay? Any other ones, guys? Any slope intercepts? Any y-intercepts? Okay, another one with the same equation, y-intercept of 1. Okay. All right, let's work through it. Let's see. So first off, the slope of this line is 1/2. Okay. Slopes are the negative reciprocal of each other. So what's the negative reciprocal of 1/2? Flip it. Switch the sign. That's -2, right? Slope is -2 of the line we're going to write the equation to. All right. Now for the y-intercept, we're going to plug in our x and our y and our slope, right? So the y, 5 equal to, I got it there, the slope, -2 times the x our line goes through, -2 plus b. I think it is 1, huh? Because the -2 times the -2 is equal to 4 plus b. Subtract the 4. Yeah, slope of this line is 1. Not the slope, dummy. The y-intercept of this line is 1. So yeah, I think you guys got it right. Mia, Sabrina, Bethany. -2x plus 1. Y is equal to -2x plus 1. All right? How we feeling, guys? Let me hear from you in the chat. How's it going? Smooth? Need a little more work? We are going to do two more, and that'll be it for the lesson here. All right. All right, let me know. Couple ways they could try to trick you, okay? Check out the slope on this next one. You know what? I'm not going to say much. I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to turn it over to you guys and see if you can work through this one, okay? Slope, y-intercept. And I'll just highlight again. These lines are perpendicular, all right? Careful. All right. Thank you guys for responding. Yep. I think that's the part that might trick some of you guys. What's the slope of this line? I mean, it's written in slope-intercept form. What's the number before the x up there? How many x? Yeah, when you see an x like that, having a 1x is a coefficient. So the slope of this line is 1 there. See it? Yeah, yeah. But what's the slope of a line perpendicular to it, right? So again, if the slope of this line is 1, or as a fraction 1 over 1, what's the negative reciprocal? We'll flip it and switch it. It just makes it negative. Slope of this line is negative 1. But then the y-intercept. Got an x and a y my line goes through. Let's plug it in. The y, 4, equal to the slope of our line, negative 1, plus the x our line goes through, 2, plus b y-intercept. Is it 6? Negative 2. Yeah, add 2. Y-intercept 6. We got our two pieces. Plug them in, right? Y is equal to negative 1x plus 6, which the negative 1x, to make it formal, it should just be negative x plus 6. We're going to plug it in like that. All right? Final answer just like that. No, how we feeling? How we feeling? I'm going to give you guys one last one here, guys, because what happens is you might be given a slope. You might be given a slope where the negative reciprocal of it gives you a fraction. I don't want you guys getting freaked out because it just said the word fraction, because some of the fractions you're going to deal with aren't going to be that crazy. Check this out. So again, same process as we've been doing, okay? A lot of practice with this. The thing that makes this one different, look, perpendicular lines, slopes are the negative reciprocal. Same note as always. But now look at the slope of this line. So what would the slope of the line perpendicular to it be? Okay, you're going to get a fraction, but don't let that trip you out. Okay, plug it in, see what the y-intercept's going to be. Let's see what you guys get for an equation. This will be our last one, all right? This will be our last one for the lesson here. There you go. Wait, my Ronnie, what does that mean? MHM. I'm old, dude. Am I missing something? My heart murmurs. What does MHM stand for? Oh boy. Am I making a dummy out of myself? Did she mess up? Is that what it is? Oh, MHM. You put it in the chat up there. Yeah. It doesn't stand for something? Like, what did I ask you guys about the other day that I didn't know what it meant? I forget. Any equations, guys? What do we got? 1/2 x plus 5. That's a negative 1/2, Bethany, right? That's what it looks like. We've got a negative 1/2 for the slope. All right, let's look. So again, the slope of this line is 2, right? But we need the negative reciprocal. What that's going to give us is a fraction, because here's 2. Flip it and switch the sign. We're going to get a negative 1/2 for the slope of this line, the negative reciprocal. Okay? Again, don't let that fraction scare you, okay? Yeah, Genesis, just keep at it, all right? Just keep at it. I got an X and a Y my line goes through, so plug the 4 for Y there. Slope is negative 1/2 times X, which is 2. Plus B. You take half of a number, you just divide it by 2. You know? Half of 2. What's half of 2? That's 1, right? But you're also multiplying by a negative here. You see it? So a negative times a positive is a negative. Negative 1 there. Half of 2 is 1. Negative times a positive, negative 1. All right? Plus B, solve for B. Adding 1. I'm going to run out of space here. Our y-intercept for this line is at 5. So yeah, don't let the fractions throw you off, man, okay? We got our slope, we got our y-intercept. Y is equal to negative 1/2 x plus 5, final answer. Like that. Look at you guys. Good work, okay? You will practice this on the Big Ideas homework, which I'll get into in just a second. Let me just shut this recording down real quick, and then we'll get to those problems right now. All right? Let's see.